I encourage you to kick off the shoes, grab some malava malka, put on some slippers, pull up a chair and get comfortable for this week's Storytime edition of the Motivation Congregation. This week is a special episode. It's unique because it grants us the opportunity to get inside of the head of how the righteous, how Gedolim think, how they see the world, and hopefully pull out a practical lesson. To do this, we journey back in time to meet our hero. And we actually pick up our story at a pretty dark place. It was just been announced over Pesach, this happened a couple years ago, that Rav Malkiel Cutler's brother passed away. He died on Shvi'i Shel Pesach. And when the world, after Pesach, heard the news, the tragic occurrence, they turned on their phones and they heard that this great gadol, this walking Kiddush Hashem, this Torah scholar, Emes, a real Torah Jew, had passed away over Pesach. They were saddened. And they all ventured to go be Menachem Ovel, to go give comfort to the mourners, to Rav Malkiel, the BMG Rosh Yeshiva, to his family, to go be Menachem Ovel. And when they took the journey, walked in the door, they were greeted at the Cutler household by a very odd sight. They walked inside, and they saw Rav Meir Hershkowitz, the Stamford Rosh Yeshiva, Zechrona Livracha, in the kitchen with his sleeves rolled up, hands in the sink doing the dishes. His Rebbe's in there putting the spices away. And immediately, people asked, why is the Rosh Yeshiva doing this? And the family answered, because he traveled to come be Menachem Ovel immediately after Pesach. And after sitting with us for some time, he then understood that there was nobody in the house who was probably going to be able to flip the house back into regular mode after Pesach, to put away the pots and pans, because everyone is mourning because of what had happened. But Rav Meir, in his brilliance, in his Ve'ahavta l'reacha kamocha, in his putting himself in other people's shoes, he saw, well, who's going to put the house back together? Who's going to clean the dishes and put the spices away? So him and his Rebbetzin were cleaning up. And they show us what it means to be V'ahavta l'reacha kamocha. Rav Meir Hershkowitz Zechrona Livracha is an example of what happens to a person. When he learns Torah, he's megadel esloim deha, he becomes raised up. This is an important lesson that we should keep in mind, and how we can love our brethren as ourselves.